Hello everyone, for today's episode we'll be playing our final round, the fact survey. The team player needs to get 150 points in order to win 100,000 pesos. Are you ready? I'm ready. Is she ready? Let's go find out. Yes, I'm ready to win.
Give a part of an earthquake.
Fault line.
How long do you think an earthquake
1
lasts?
minute.
What do you feel when there's an earthquake?
Shaking.
Do this when there's an
Duck and
earthquake.
cover.
Question 1. You answered fault line. Survey says the other answers are focus or origin and seismic waves. You've got the top answer. How long does an earthquake last? You answered 1 minute. The survey says the top answer and its normal length is 10 to 30 seconds. What do you feel when there's an earthquake? You answered shaking. The survey says you've got the top answer. Do this when there's an earthquake. You answered duck and cover. The survey says you've got the top answer again. You have a total of 184 points. We have a winner.
Congratulations, Sister V. You won a total of 174,000 pesos. Thank you for watching Geology Feud, and we'll see you in the next episode. Bye!
Last April 22, 2019, an earthquake with a magnitude of 6.1 and an epicenter in Zambales devastated Pampanga, where most of the damage was done. PhilVox still has not decided where the origin of this earthquake started, whether it was from the Iba Fault or the East Zambales Fault. One of the cultural centerpieces of our province, the Holy Rosary Parish Church, was destroyed. Until now, the repairs are still ongoing. Despite ongoing construction, parishioners still visit and attend Mass in Holy Rosary Parish Church, as stated by Madonna Salogna.
Hindi naman, kasi may mga safety measures naman silang ginagawa, katulad ng mga net, yung mga scaffolding na nakapaligid sa simbahan. At saka every now and then, may mga city engineers na nag-i-inspect bago Sunday Mass, ganyan.
The importance of following the National Building Code is also seen in the collapse of Chuzon Supermarket. The Department of the Interior and Local Government investigated regarding the newly built supermarkets and found that their foundation were built on top of soft sediment and alluvial soil, leading to liquefaction.
Kuha ito ng CCTV sa ikalawang palapag ng Chuzon Supermarket noong Lunes, ilang saglit bago tumama ang 6.1 magnitude na lindol. Dakong 5:07 ng hapon sa oras ng CCTV, yayanig ng malakas.
Lumilindol!
Ang lakas!
Regarding the effects of the earthquake, Alvi Ramos said,
Tanda ko pa, bandang hapon noon, naghuhugas ako ng pinggan. Tapos biglang may narinig akong parang biglang dumaang truck. Tapos gumagalaw yung mga chandelier. Doon lang nag-sink in sa akin na lumilindol pala. Tapos bigla akong tumakbo sa ilalim ng mesa. Sobrang takot ang naramdaman ko noon. Ang tanging nasambit ko lang noon, Diyos ko. Hanggang ngayon, andito pa rin yung bakas na naiwan ng lindol.
various effects, such as fire and tsunamis, are side effects of earthquakes interacting with external factors, such as gas lines and bodies of water. Despite only having a magnitude of 6.1, the intensity of the earthquake is recorded as 8, which is considered a severe earthquake. The shaking and rupture created by an earthquake can be further intensified by hazards around us, such as old buildings and soft foundations.
Hello Philippines and hello world! Welcome to Gerry's Talk Show. In this episode of Gerry's Talk Show, we will talk about what to do before an earthquake. We cannot predict when earthquakes or natural disaster will actually happen. So, before this time comes, let me give you some guidance. First, check if the building has a fire extinguisher. And prepare for an emergency kit containing a battery-powered radio, a flashlight with extra batteries, and also a first aid kit supplies. This is very important. And learn to turn off the power or electricity sources in your building. And make sure that there will be no heavy objects falling. And have a piece of knowledge regarding the things to do during an earthquake. And always listen to the news report for the updated news around the area. And make sure that the building or your house is not located near a major fault line. So I hope you learned something from this episode of Gerry's Talk Show. Join us again next time. I'm your host, Gerry. Good day, everyone.
For today's news, we look back across the circumstances of an earthquake. 7 months ago, a 5.7 magnitude earthquake rattled some parts of Luzon. Moreover, a year ago, a 7.1 magnitude earthquake rocked some parts of Mindanao. For today's news, we look back and anticipate possible circumstances by preparing on what to do during an earthquake. For the actions, we cite ANC experts, CNN, and Geology 1 class from University of the Philippines, Diliman, to lay out possible action plans during an earthquake. So first, one of the things we have learned over the course of the pandemic has been that it pays to be prepared. An earthquake is no different. It is the shaking of the Earth's surface that results from a sudden release of energy. It can and it happens in unexpected circumstances. And just like the pandemic, instances like this reminds us we should have precautions and protocols in place on what to do during an earthquake. Take a look at this video on what happens during an earthquake.
Dak lang, sulod. Tapo lang mga kilid lang lang. Hoy, di daw magpanik. Relax, di magpanik. Kilawag, di magpanik.
Now, what do you do during an earthquake? Note that in disasters, you need to consider hazards, people, and resources at risk. Here are key reminders that you should know. First, if you are indoors, crouch or lie face down under a table or desk. Be reminded of the duck, cover, and hold action step. But make sure that when you duck, keep your other feet ready by bending one forward. Moreover, keep in mind to be alert of your surroundings. In that way, you can visualize and anticipate possible areas that you should be avoiding. And lastly, never use the elevator when you're inside. Instead, find the nearest fire exit. If you're outside, cover your head with your hands and lie face down away from buildings, power lines, or trees. Then, if you are inside a car on an open road, you should stop the car at the side of the road and remain inside. To end, remember to keep calm. This is Ben, the news reporter. Please be safe, and thank you very much for listening.
At ngayon, ang lindol sa subdivision.
Okay ka lang ba?
Okay lang ako. Narinig mo ba yon?
Oo nga, parang gigiba na yung bahay. Tara, labas tayo.
Wait lang, kunin ko lang ang laptop ko.
Di na yung kailangan. Kailangan natin yung go bag na naayos natin dati. Tara. Ano ba yan? Wala pa rin sumasagot sa kanila. Wala tang signal. Wala na to, parang hindi masayang battery.
Sino ba tinatawagan mo?
Sila mama at papa.
Ba't mo sila tinatawagan?
Para alam natin saan tayo magkikita.
Di ba pinag-usapan na natin yan dati?
Oo nga, pero hindi ko kasi maalala eh.
Punta na lang tayo sa lugar na walang masyadong puno at building.
Oo nga, sige doon tayo.
Ano na ba nangyari?
Nagka-signal na ako kanina. Message ko sila kung nasan tayo tapos sabi nila papunta na rin daw sila.
Ang bagal naman. Gusto ko na umuwi.
Ganun talaga. Hindi naman sila pwede mag-kotse pupunta dito. Kailangan nila maglakad.
Ano ba yan? Ilang oras na tayo naghihintay. Una na natin sila.
Ano ka ba? Di ba tayo pwede umuwi sa bahay? Di natin alam baka meron pang susunod na aftershock. O kaya may masamang nangyari sa bahay, no?
Paano ba natin malalaman?
Siyempre, may kinig tayo sa radyo. O kaya, tanong tayo ng official para matingnan yung bahay kung okay na. Ganun talaga para malaman.
Magkikita pa kaya sila ng mga magulang niya? Makakauwi ba sila ng maayos at walang pinsala? Abangan ang lahat nito sa susunod na Lindol sa Subdivision.